in the game.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And away we go from Lumen Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. We go play action here. It's Milrow. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. And the Buccaneers force the turnover on the first series of this game. Well, Brock, I highly doubt all the plays will go as well as that one, but this coverage starts off the game with a major W.
That's all you could ask for right there. You come out so focused, so dialed into your game plan. You start this game strong, and you quickly throw a wrench into their opening script on the other side. That starts to play head games, and it certainly gives your defense a ton of confidence.
They give up the gut to Bigsby. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Here we go, Cowboy 80. Hey, go.
Again, it's Bigsby. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ball game. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Third and short here, trying to pass. Escapes the pocket. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
They're going to try to throw for it. It's complete. This is Egbuka. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Things going well so far. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Milrow. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. So 20 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, Milrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He finds Worthy, complete. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Dose of the hurry up here. They'll go play action. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with 1st and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases,
and he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They kick the running back in motion. 2nd down, looking for options. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Xavier will get the target on that throw. So now they have 3rd and short.
2 yards to go.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down. Offense to the line fast. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Into the hands of Colt. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down. Offense in a hurry up here.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
And in motion, out of the slot. 3rd down from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks have him now on his 8th pick of the year. Well, you love the idea here, partner. He challenged the back end of that cover, too. But it's the strong safety who burns him by stepping in front of that throw.
That's right, Kate, and I'll tell you what, that is about trust. When the D coordinator calls cover 2, he's trusting the strong safety. Yeah, he may be a little better at playing the run, but he's trusting them there to play the pass, to cover half the field, and that's exactly what he does to get the job done and go get that interception.
It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short.
Short on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. Working quickly here.
Panther 60, Panther 80. Dragon 60.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Extra man in the secondary for the Bucs on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th.
Milrow to throw on 4th. He's got it to his running back. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that he said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point is up and good from Slot. And the Seahawks take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 14-7 game. More from Lumen Field in just a minute.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Bucks to the line. First and 10. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
70 Lions.
The motion a receiver left.
Go.
To the air now on first and 10. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the ball. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Throws this one deep left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Now throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go.
Milrow with it on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
18, find it. Go.
They work against the blitz. Flush out to his left. Now he's throwing deep down that side of the field. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 13-point lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Whether that middle field open or close, so against single high or too high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
It's a design boot. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bucs have the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. To throw here on 1st down. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now a 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Hits him on the out route. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Come on. Ready.
Back to the well again. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Go play action here. It's Milroe. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 15.
Looking quickly here. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Go. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 4th down.
Trying for it with Milroe. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slipped through their fingers as they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Going with Bigsby here. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll throw it here on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down.
4 yards.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
This is Leggett working the left side. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that 1st down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. Chased out to his right. He's going to run for it. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. So we're down inside of 2 minutes remaining now in our 1st half. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They'll throw it. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Back to throw. So this one on the defense. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play. Then they tag him for pass interference. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
Third and long.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it. Knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. Fourth down, pass coming. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
Getting out to his left. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. Hits him on the end route. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Ready, set.
Offense is staying out there, and they're ready to go for it on 4th down.
Let's go. Liking 18. Ready, ready.
They're going to try to throw for it. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Buccaneers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a one-score game before halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Returnable from the 2. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Joey Sly.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Calvin Austin on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Bucks to the line. First and 10. They'll run this with Bigsby. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
Dropping back to throw. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Okay, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
On the give, it's Bigsby. And he'll get it up to the 44. Pickup of 2 here. And the 4th down call pays off as they'll move the chains.
I love watching those running backs do their drill, especially in practice where they just keep those legs churning. They keep those legs moving for situations just like that one.
Going to the ground again on first. Spins out of one side. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Bucks have the first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Working on first down. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Complete to his back. Tank Bigsby. Along the sideline inside the 25. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Milrow. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Buys time, rolling right. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a gain of 22. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Here we go.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. You've set it downs for him from the 31.
60 Eagles. 60
1st and 10 at the 30.
1st down throw here from Milrow. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 19 at the 40-yard line.
On the ready. Bronco 80. 50 by 6. Come on. Come on. Set. Set.
From the gun, Milrow. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Andrew Makuba makes the play. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Forced out to his right. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
He'll work against the blitz. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
It's complete to Cole. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Go.
This is Bigsby. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
Austin put in motion right. Carry here for Bigsby. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Here we go.
A gain of 16 yards.
319,
And the Buccaneers first down.
Shotgun snap to Fields. All right, Leggett makes the ground. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set. 319, good set. EQ.
Handoff here for Bigsby. 2nd down run, good for 4, and that brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Offense in the hurry up here.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Fields now on 4th. He rolls to his right. He's making a bid for it.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
331, 331. Good night.
1st and 10. Here's Fields. On the move, headed right. He calls his own number again. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Go.
Give up the gut to Bigsby. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Again, it's Bigsby. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down, they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw.
Pulls it at the 7. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
319, get that. Right.
Now it's Bigsby. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Here we go. Turn, sir. Right.
Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal.
Right.
Fields throwing here. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. It's 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming there's a fade.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 4th quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. This one is up and good. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Here we go. Strike.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he's going to be hit and set out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
That's him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he's brought down after a short gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, great.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks losing by 7.
Ready up.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down.
60.
Desperation time here. He finds Worthy complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. Here he is to throw. Hits him on the in route. And this one does not go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Brought in close to the 8. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, and this time they're into 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. Pass it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. They're lining up for 2. This is for the lead and potentially the win.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Coach did not hesitate there. He held up those 2 fingers right away. They're going to try for this win.
70 Timberwolves.
The Seahawks.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Coach did not hesitate there. He held up those 2 fingers right away. They're going to try for this win. He'll look to throw it. And this is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the league lead.
29. Buccaneers, 28.
All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors.
Set to kick off.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. 551, 551, 12, go. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here we go. Hey,
One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win for the Seahawks.